Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm going to be walking you through the Bitcoin markets. First things first, I'm going to be talking about Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Then we're going to be jumping to the mid-term. Then we're going to be jumping to the long-term. Once we're done with the long-term, we're also going to be touching on the total market cap for crypto because that is obviously huge. It's going up quite a bit at the moment, right? And then we're going to go to the Bitcoin dominance as well because I want to talk a little bit about how this is affecting the altcoins there. But yeah, this is going to be a very short update for you guys as requested on this morning's live stream. So hopefully you guys are here to enjoy that as well, right? But yeah, just touching on Bitcoin here for the shorter term time frame at this point in time. We are currently challenging the previous high point of this trend, and that's currently sat at 46,700 mark sort of there. If we can break that, it's going to be looking a lot more bullish in my opinion, and the reasoning for that is we are setting higher lows continuously in terms of this uptrend, continuously not really invalidating any of the crucial ones near enough here, but we just had a bit of a correctionary period after this parabolic craziness coming through up there, right? So this is still a very, very bullish trend. We have broke out of this parallel channel, right? This rising parallel channel, as you can see here, pretty big indeed. We did break out and we have just started grinding up in this small sort of micro uptrend. Now, if we are looking for a resistance point coming through here for Bitcoin, I would say it would be the the bottom side of this parallel channel, and that's going to probably be around a 47,300, obviously depending on where and how this trend goes. If it goes up something along the lines of that, we could reject at 47,600, and also we do have the volume weighted ATR band to think about as well. That is definitely most likely going to provide some sort of resistance there. Now, if we are going to be referencing the MACD in terms of this trend as well, because obviously the MACD does go on trend, right? As you can see here, we are currently converging on the MACD, looking to come up and touch this point coming through here. If we can get to this point on the MACD, we can expect some Viva resistance, some sort of trend reversal coming through there, guys. So it's definitely a point to be referencing for the shorter term time frames for Bitcoin there. Now, referencing the RSI, obviously, guys, this is a quick update. That's why I'm just flying through everything here. As you can see, we're near enough to that overbought stage coming through here on the RSI for Bitcoin, and that basically means we're gonna be due a sell-off anytime soon, right? So if we can correlate all these points perfectly with the actual live price coming through on the lower side of this channel, it's looking like we're going to see imminent rejection coming through there. So it's definitely a point to be referencing there on the shorter term time frame. Now we do have this huge upward sloping resistance line coming through from these higher highs of this current trend, right, from before. So that's obviously going to act as some sort of resistance point coming through there. If we can get support on that, then we're going to go to the goddamn moon. Then it's going to be very, very progressive for us indeed. But let me jump to the midterm and let's get a little touch on the midterm. As you can see on the midterm, as we discussed on this morning's live stream, we are a part of this rising wedge pattern. We're above the volume weighted ATR band. We're above the 21 moving average. We're above the 10 moving average. It's looking very progressive indeed. But we're at the top side of this rising wedge, so it's likely that we do find some resistance, probably correlating with the shorter term time frames coming through here on that rising parallel channel. Now, we do have quite a few bearish divergences imminently waiting to be playing out here. I did want to touch on the RSI as well coming through here because we do have this downward slope and resistance line coming through as well, which the OGs on the channel know. We've got a lot of resistance coming through from this point. We've been trading this zone for quite a while. A lot of take profits have been hit. A lot of positions have been opened due to this insane factor, this insane trend line in general, right? So I did want to touch on that pretty just briefly there. And as you can see, we are actually above that right now. So if we are going to see any sort of resistance coming through, any sort of bearish divergence play out, we're likely to have some sort of bounce point around this zone here. So it's definitely a point to reference there for the future of Bitcoin as well. And also, obviously, depending on where this trend goes as well, we could be looking at another bearish divergence coming through here on the midterm here for Bitcoin. So that's another correlative point. The stars are aligning for an imminent rejection coming through here. Sorry, bulls. It's time to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. The bears are out the forest right now. Let's go on the basis that all of that just gets completely invalidated, right? Let's go on that basis because we've seen it happen before. It's Bitcoin, it's volatile, it's crypto. No one knows what the hell's going to happen. Sometimes TA goes completely out of the window. So let's do that for a second, guys, and let's go on the basis that we actually break this rising wedge pattern and we don't find the resistance there, and we actually smash through this volume weighted ATR band and also reclaim this rising price channel coming through on the midterm as well. Then we could be looking for a lovely juicy long position. The long position for me personally that I'm going to be looking for is if we can break this zone, if we can break this horizontal, currently sat at 46,202 there, as well as breaking the top side of this rising wedge, probably sat at 47,000 around that sort of zone there. If we can break that with enough momentum, come back down for a lovely retest, then there is going to be ideas for a lovely long position. Ideally, I would be looking for a bit more consolidation, just to give all the RSIs and everything a nice chance to chill the F out. Otherwise, we are probably going to get trapped out there. So we've definitely got to look at how the stars are aligning for that position, because that obviously we are looking at major resistance at this point in time, right? If we are going to be looking for any sort of position for that, if it is going to be a long position, it's going to be a measure move that is going to be looking something along the lines of this, right? We bang that up to the top, wait for that retest, juicy stuff indeed. That's going to be around a 14, near enough a 15% gain there for Bitcoin. If we can get that, bringing it all the way up to 54%. And granted, you guys know I stagger my take profits all the way up just in case we see some sort of reversal, because we know these whales think like a whale, we're never going to fail. They're not just going to send it to the moon. They are going to do pullbacks. They are going to be trapping everyone out. They're going to be liquidating as many long positions as possible, pulling the price back. And we're yet to see that really in the last day or so. So we do need to see a big pullback imminent. Now, jumping through to the longer term timeframes for Bitcoin, as you can see here, I've got a very nice, juicy, very too good to be true sort of uptrend coming through here. So I would expect some sort of reversal coming down to around this 42k. It does look like we do need to reverse it. I mean, granted, it does look like that, but we have just had a couple of candle closes above the 200 SMA, which is very, very good indeed in terms of finding a level of support. And as you can see, we are banging it up there. The bull market barrier is turning yellow into the undecided. If we're blue, right? If we're blue, we're in a bull market. If we're red, we're in a bear market, right? So at this point in time, we were in this undecided, trappy sort of area. Now we've started this beautiful, bloody beautiful uptrend coming through here. And as you can see, we are still currently challenging this bull market barrier. The top side of the bull market barrier's price is 56,924 with the volume weighted ATR band on the daily, sat there at 58,498. So that is going to be our longer term time frames over the next few weeks. If we can see this trend actually continuing up, right? If we can see this healthy juiciness happening, right? Then yeah, this is going to be our targets, right? But we need to take into account, guys, the whales don't just pull it. They don't just pull it all the way up. They have to have some pullbacks to liquidate as many longs as possible to accumulate that paper, because you know why the whales are there. You know why we're here. We're all here to make. We're here to make money. It's as simple as that, guys. So yes, very trappy area to be watching out for. We have been going up for a significant amount of time in terms of a percent from the lower side of that wick to where we are currently trading at now. 427 on a Wednesday afternoon. We're still up 24% before we've had any sort of significant pullback, guys. So I've seen a lot of people turn bullish recently. I mean, I don't blame them. It's a very attractive chart, right? And also we've had a hash ribbons long signal as well there. So yeah, I can see a lot of people going bullish. So it makes sense for the whales to basically pull it back and trap us in. Jumping onto the total market cap right now, we have just hit 1.915 trillion today. Absolutely amazing stuff to see crypto actually coming back to some sort of recovery position from where we were before. Let me bring up on the daily chart for the total market cap, because as you can see, we did top out, sat at around that, what was it, 2.576 trillion there for crypto in general. And as you can see, this healthy uptrend is definitely having an effect on all the altcoins and stuff as well. So I did want to touch on that, because it's a very good thing to see, right? And also, as you can see, we did break this range coming through here, come back down, lovely retest, bangs it up. It's just perfect. It's just perfect. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that briefly, because it's a very, very good thing for us to be seeing for crypto as well. Now, touching on the Bitcoin dominance here, we do have this it was this rising wedge pattern coming through here, which we were talking about on my weekday morning streams continuously, right? We were waiting for this breakdown to, I know this obviously brought up the altcoins quite significantly. Then this retest, obviously, the altcoins fell down a bit. And now what we are seeing, altcoins are actually behaving pretty abnormally compared to Bitcoin, which is absolutely amazing. We're seeing literally 10, 15% pumps. I think we saw an 18% pump for Matic today. That's actually come out. It's dug itself out of the graveyard there. Amazing stuff, Matic there. So yeah, big shout out to Polygon out here trying to do bits, which is very, very good to see. But yeah, this is why you can see your alts actually doing very well today, because the Bitcoin dominance is actually coming down quite significantly. Now, we're currently sat on a horizontal point there. If we are to bounce here, this is a very good point to reference here, guys. If we are to bounce here, it's going to be pulling the altcoins down. It's going to be pulling the altcoins down, because when this price goes up, people move their money from the altcoins into Bitcoin, right? And that's just how it works, right? So yeah, that's what we need to basically take into consideration there for the reversal on this horizontal on the Bitcoin dominance coming through there. Fear and greed index, just to touch on that, we are pretty greedy, so be prepared out there for a lot of traps, because it's very simple. The whales can reference this and be like, right, everyone's really greedy. Let's just absolutely dump it off the cliff and liquidate as many people as possible and accumulate that cold hard cash. That's going to be it for a little Bitcoin update from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for a nice early morning live stream from myself covering Bitcoin, covering Ethereum, loads of altcoins. My altcoins from the day today, we've got ADA, VeChain, and Luna. I will be reviewing them tomorrow morning, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But for now, it is goodbye and peace out from me, Crypto Chester. It's not working. It's not working. There we go.